lovers and my smart money enthusiasts. You're welcome back to Timbel book lovers, the place where we don't just read books, but we apply the points and we transform lives with them. So if you see me for the first time, my name is Millionaire Franklin, but you can call me Timbel. This is where we explore the world of personal finance and self-improvement through books. So the book we read for the last month, which is October, was Secrets to the Millionaire's Mind. We'll be diving into the part 2 of this incredible book. So if you've not seen the part 1 of it, you must pause right now and go watch that part 1 and return back. Because if you had watched the part 1, you already know that this book is a blueprint for financial success and mindset transformation. In part 2 of this book, Harv Eker reviews its famous 17 wealth files. That is the mental difference between the rich and the poor thinking. So, and in this video, we would actually be unpacking the first 8 powerful lessons that can completely change the way you see money, success, and yourself. So sit in, don't miss a bit of this video, and stay right to the end. Don't go away. So now, Harv Eker introduces something revolutionary. That is the concept of wealth files. He says that wealthy people think very differently from poor or middle class. Have you heard this? Because I have. They have mental files that guide how they make decisions, like how they handle risks and pursue opportunities. These wealth files are like mental codes. So the more you practice thinking like the rich, the more you will attract opportunities and results that align with wealth. So the quote here from the book, because I read online, I don't have the hard copy, but I can share with you the PDF copy if you want. The quote from the book says, if you want to fly with the eagles, stop crashing with the chickens. If you want to fly with eagles, stop staying with chickens. What are you doing there? So the question for you is, are your thoughts lifting you or limiting you? Now, grab a pen, a notebook, and maybe your favorite drink, because this one is about to fire you up, trust me. Wealth file 1 I got from the book is, rich people believe I create my life, while poor people believe life happens to me. Harv Eker starts strong with this one, It says the rich take up responsibility for their results. They see themselves as creators, not victims. When things don't go their way, they don't blame the economy, they don't blame their boss. Rather do they blame their past or their backgrounds. Rather they ask themselves, what can I learn from this? How can I change this? How can I move from this? That's the key question. Meanwhile, if you look at the other edge, the poor mindset says that it's not your fault, it's not my fault. That thinking hands over your power. So millionaires take ownership of their finances, their time, their energy. They don't wait for luck or chances or for life to happen to them. They create opportunities for their life. They don't just sit down and blame everything and do nothing. They make excuses, they complain and do nothing. Say to yourself, this is a key takeaway for you. Say to yourself, I am the creator of my financial success. Write it down, say it daily, and act on it. Wealth file 2. Rich people play the money game to win. Poor people play not to lose. Two different things. Play not to lose or play to win. So this one hit me hard the first time I read it. Poor people play defense, more of defense. They focus on survival, Rich people play offense. They focus on actually winning. Rich people think, how can I create abundance? For the other part, the poor people think, how can I avoid going broke? That is what they think. How can I avoid going broke? Let's just do this, let's just do that, be broke. They're supposed to be thinking, how can you create abundance? How can you create the life you want? If you want a comfortable life, how can you create that for yourself? That is the question which people think. When you only play not to lose, you never grow. The millionaire mindset focuses on expansion, not fear. So affirm to yourself, I play the money game to win. I choose to thrive, not survive. So wealth file 3 is, rich people are committed to being rich. Poor people just want to be rich. So here's a truth bomb. Wanting is easy. Oh yes, I want this, I want to do this, I want this, I want that, would like this, I would like to have this for myself. But you see, commitment is what separates dreamers from achievers. Rich people don't just wish for wealth, wishful thinking. They commit to actions. They take actions to discipline. They commit to discipline. They commit to the learning it will take to get there. They do it. Start doing something towards your goal. But you see, poor people, they say, I want to be rich. But rich people don't say that. I am going to be rich. This is what they say. Whatever it takes, as long as it is legal, I will try my best. I will try. With God's support. The key shift here is move from interested to committed. Commitment activates clarity and energy. The wealth file 4 is rich people think big, poor people think small. Vision. This is all about vision. Harv Eker says that if you want to make a difference, you can't think small. Some people say, I don't want so much in life, I don't want this. And you deep down, you know that not wanting so much in life also means that you need to have much, because if you want to live a comfortable life, you want to travel, it's even not money. Once you help your family members when you are traveling or when you are living a comfortable life, once you help others around you, then stop thinking small. You see, thinking big isn't arrogance, it's service. It means using your talent to impact more people. Harv Eker says that the size of our thinking determines the size of our income. Rich people think big. They dream about making an impact, solving problems, and creating abundance. But you see the other round, poor people think small. They fear risk. Anything they see is, oh, it's no risk. They settle where they are, settle for less. And they worry about what might go wrong, what has not gone wrong yet. They are worrying. So when you think small, you play safe. But you see, success never, ever lives in the comfort zone. So the key takeaway for you here, don't aim to survive, aim to thrive. So ask yourself, how can I serve millions of people? Because the more value you bring to the table, the more wealth flows back to you. You want to make more money, ask yourself, what value are you bringing to your boss in the first place for you to ask for increment in salary, or for people to follow you, for you to build that brand? What is the value you are bringing? Think about what value. Even when it comes to creating a business, having a business idea, it starts with, okay, what is the problem now? How can I bring solution to this problem? That is how you start a business, or an idea. From solutions, so what value can you bring? So when you think big, you automatically attract bigger opportunities, bigger energy, and bigger success. So the question you should ask yourself is, what would you do if you knew you couldn't fail? I repeat, what would you do if you knew, in fact, anything you work hard for, you get it, you couldn't fail? Start from there. Write those goals down. Those things you know that, if you know that you are given all the abilities or potential to achieve anything. So we move to wealth file 5. It says that rich people focuses on opportunities, while the poor people focus on obstacles. So you see, this particular one is mindset shift. The poor mindset sees why something can't work, but the rich mindset looks for how it can actually work out. A rich person or a more intentional person would ask questions like, what's the opportunity here for me? What's the opportunity here? Why a poor person will ask, what could go wrong? So whatever situation they see in front of them, what they focus on is what can actually go wrong. Oh, this will go wrong, that. So every challenge has a seed of opportunity hidden inside of it. So it's a matter of focus. That is what we should know about. So we want to be able to train your mind to ask different questions. Not, can I do this? But rather, how can I make this work? That's what I got from this book. The action step for you to achieve in reprogramming your mind to work with this wealth 5 then is, when faced with challenges, shift from fear towards curiosity. So you do want to ask yourself, what can I learn from this? How can I turn this into something great? So the key takeaway for us is, opportunity seekers become problem solvers. Don't forget this. And that is what the world pays for. The wealth file 6 is, rich people admire other rich and successful people, while the poor people resent them. This one is so very important, and it's actually so overlooked today. When you resent wealth, you reject it. So have you ever noticed how some persons will criticize or envy the wealthy? You speak low about them. Oh, I'm sure he did not get this wealth with clean money. Oh, I'm sure this person, because he's born out of silver spoon. All of that. Eker says this attitude pursues or pushes money away. Rich people admire success because they see it as inspiration, but poor people, they judge success because it highlights their own limitations. I like how limited they are. So if you believe rich people are greedy or selfish, tell me, how will you move forward? How will you get it? Immediately, your subconscious will never ever let you become one of them. So Eker teaches us to bless wealth, appreciate it, and wherever we see it. He says that if they can do it, so can I. When you use words like that, you're helping yourself. So refrain from, instead of saying, oh, they are just lucky, rather you say, they are showing me what's possible. Celebrate others' success and your own will grow. So the exercise here is find 3 people you admire financially and study their habits, not their cars, not their clothes, designer clothes, but rather their habits, the positive habits, the routine they take in order for them to improve themselves and their businesses. Those habits is what you should study. Round 5-7 is rich people associate with positive, successful people, while poor people associate with negative or unsuccessful people. You've heard it before. We are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. Haven't you heard this? We've heard this so much. So if you hang around complainers, you will become one. If you surround yourself with doers, then you will grow with them. Between one group gossiping and another one brainstorming, which will you pick? You have a group of friends, okay, just this group of friends, all what you guys do there is actually to gossip. All we do is gossip. But we have another group on the left where all they do is actually brainstorm, they share ideas, they build yourself, they encourage yourself to become better, to bring out the best version in yourself. Which will you pick? And this can actually, your answer would also show with what kind of content do you watch. Most times we pick up our phone, what we want to see is trending news, lifestyle, oh my god, this girl is so fine. Gossip, we're looking for the latest gossip. But when you see educative videos like this, what do? You scroll past them. You don't take your time to sit down to listen to them. That is how you show what you're picking. So don't think it's until when you have a physical meeting with a set of friends, that's when you know that, okay, yes, I'm not sitting with gossipers or complainers. With what you watch, the things you entertain yourself with will also determine the answer to this question. So don't deceive yourself. So energy is contagious. Protect yours. Rich people intentionally surround themselves with dreamers, doers, and achievers, while the poor people, they often hang out with complainers, doubters, and victims. So the takeaway for you here is your environment either empowers you or limits you. So you make the right decision. If you want to elevate your life, then elevate your circle. The action step here is audit your circle. Go and look those people you sit with every week, once in a week or maybe weekend. You always sit with. What do you could talk about? Look at the circle of friends, the people you sit with. Okay, do they lift you up or do they drain you? So choose accordingly. Wealth file 8 is rich people are willing to promote themselves and their value, while poor people, they think negatively about selling and self-promotion. So here's a powerful truth we all are actually not taking note of. If you don't believe in your value, no one else will. Rich people aren't afraid to talk about what they do, to talk about their work, or even promote what they offer. But you see the other way, poor people also feel shy, guilty, or afraid of rejection. You might once in a while, you might have felt this way once in a while, maybe in the past. But what matters is, I remember there was a time I was actually shy. I feel ashamed. I don't want to speak up because I don't want rejection. But what we are learning now is it is important for us to do away with this old thinking and listen to how the rich act, study how they act, and that is why we have these wealth files. We have these wealth files of rich people and see how we can start listen to this more often and start implementing them. Change what is in your mental files. So this, what the rich people do. If you want to see changes or elevate yourself, you have to change your mindset. You have to change the way you see things, and this is one of it. So be ready to make that adjustment. But it's not saying all this point to actually criticize us, but rather to help us see that this is what we've been doing. We've been doing this, we've been acting or thinking this way, and it's not been working for us. Okay, if you know you don't like where you are at the moment, switch. Do what the rich people do. Study their habits, and here he has brought it to us. What can actually help you? These secrets that can help us to have a positive mindset, reprogram our mindset in order for us to be able to make a change in our lives that we'll be proud of or happy with. Harv Eker says, if you think selling is bad, you would always struggle financially. Selling isn't about manipulation. It isn't manipulation. It's service. So if you know you can help someone, you have a duty to actually let that person know. Eker makes it clear. He said money flows to value. So ask yourself, what value do I have right now? What is that value? What is that skill? What is it I have up here that I can put out? Because it is value that will bring money at the end of the day. When you bring value even to your company where you're working, if you don't bring more value, how would they promote you? How would you be known? Are you just particular about increasing my salary? The economy is hard. Ask yourself, what is that thing I've added to my value this year? What have I done to myself? Have I built better skill? Have I improved in leadership? Have I improved in how I market or my sales, how I handle my sales? Be ready. If you don't believe in your value enough to share it, you block your own home. So this is the mind shift. Every successful person is a marketer. So be ready to carry your market, sell it, speak up. We should be ready to do that now. Be ready to carry our market and share what we do. We want to be able to market our ideas, our vision and solutions. We want to own our value. So I'm sure you must have enjoyed this ride so far. These were just the first 8 wealth files I got from The Secret of the Millionaire's Mind. And I know already your mind is probably buzzing with new awareness. So let's recap quickly. The first wealth file, number 1 wealth file, is take ownership of your life. Be responsible. Take responsibility. Be intentional. Don't blame the economy, your job, your boss, your background. Take ownership of it. Second, play to win, not to survive. Thirdly, commit fully to wealth. Fourthly, think big and serve big. Fifthly, seek opportunities in every challenges or obstacles. Sixth, admire the successful. Let them stand as an inspiration for us. If they can do it, then I can do it. 7, surround yourself with winners. And lastly, promote your value confidently. Wear it like agbada. So these aren't just ideas, they are habits of mind that builds financial freedom and purpose. So in part 3, we'll be diving into the remaining 9 wealth files, which is the final set of principles that will completely reshape your relationship with money and success. If you got any value whatsoever from this video, do me a favor. Don't forget to like this video so others can see it. Subscribe to this channel and share this with someone who is ready to grow financially and mentally. Until next time, keep reading, keep learning, and remember, your mind is the real $1 million asset. I'll see you in the next one.